This episode on Sailing Popao. We're back in Samoa and taking you to some of our favourite spots.
G'day everyone, welcome back to another episode of Sailing Popao in Samoa.
We are in sunny Samoa. We are heading to see an old friend down in Lalumanu. Hopefully go diving if he's still there and visit our old haunts and see what we can drum up.
It's awesome to be back. We had a great time last episode at Manono and hopefully we might get some doggies.
Might see some Spanish and all the other reefies that you'd imagine. And yeah, just catch up with all our old volunteer mates and just enjoy it. No expectations, just going for a dive and see what happens, eh?
We were off to the eastern end of Upolu Island to go spearfishing. There's some beautiful spots along the way, so of course it would be rude not to bring you along.
Okay, so we're here at Piula Caves and they are like these freshwater springs that they've built a pool around at this church, and you can jump in and it's like super fresh and cool, unlike the ocean water that's like 31 degrees. So, and there's all these awesome little fish in there. So we're gonna go check it out now, show you what it's about.
As we were leaving, we chanced upon this traditional game of kirikiti.
Oh yeah, the bat's massive, eh?
Yeah. This game is hardcore. The bats are huge carved wooden clubs and the ball is made from a tree sap that is pretty much rock solid.
Oh, I dropped it.
One of my favourite things about living in Samoa was just how beautiful the landscape is. Quite often on a weekend adventure, we'd stumble across a new waterfall, a beautiful little village with this pristine garden, or lush, thick green jungle right down to the water's edge. One of the best drives on this island is Whangaloa Bay and Lamafa Pass, which then loops around to the beautiful southern coast where you'll find the best beaches in Samoa, and where we'll be calling home for the rest of our trip. Just after arriving at our beach Fales for the night, we commandeered our mate's car to go and track down our old skipper. Now, unfortunately, our microphone stopped recording here, but basically, we didn't even know if he lived here anymore. But luckily for us, Samoans are actually given family land, so moving is not really a thing like we know it. He was still here, his boat was still here, he's added this new dock. And we also found a new deckhand that had been out fishing with him the day before. Here's Michael with this pretty cool flame snapper. And of course, Michael was digging through that esky to see what else they were catching. So this is our mate Foki. He is the skipper. He took us out spearfishing a bunch of times when we lived here, and yeah, basically the setup was took us out spearing. We usually brought our own fuel because we had jerry cans. Yeah, obviously things are a little bit different this time. Yeah, we'd go out, we'd shoot some fish, we'd split the catch with him, and everyone was happy. So yeah, he's a super nice guy. He loves his animals, as you can see. He's got pigs, he's got dogs, cats, everything, you name it, and they're just all awesome. And obviously it is this absolutely amazing spot right on the coast. And yeah, shaking on hands to come back out tomorrow for a spear. We caught up with Foki. He was telling us that while we were away, his house actually caught on fire. He had a battery explode and burnt that house down. And right here I'm actually talking about prior to that fire, back in, I think it was 2008, there was a tsunami came through Samoa, killed a number of people. A few villages on the south coast here that never rebuilt. They decided to move into the hills. This house has actually been completely underwater, so the wave went right over the top story of that house. Yeah, very resilient communities here in the Pacific. Cyclones, tsunamis, you name it, they just get back up and rebuild.
So we're at Sua Ocean Trench, so there's a big sinkhole here and you can go through the cave to the ocean, so this sweeps in and out. Unfortunately the water's a little bit cloudy at the moment because we've had like smaller tides and a lot of rain, but usually this is like glowing blue. It's absolutely beautiful, but we're just going to go jump in, go for a dive now. So yeah, if you come to Samoa, this is like the textbook one thing you absolutely have to do. It's beautiful. It's like 20 bucks, 10 Australian to get in.
It had been packed with people earlier, but suddenly everyone was gone. Michael climbed out quickly for a few shots, and I was left floating all alone in this ancient, beautiful sinkhole surrounded by lush jungle. It was one of those rare moments where everything goes quiet, slows down, and you can just be fully present.
Michael, he looks like Popao. Look.
That water is so clear.
Am I looking fairly orange?
A little bit Trump.
Trump face?
Jesse Trump.
That's a big thing.
Doggies! No way!
What?
Doggies! Doggies! At this time of year, the water's really hot and we weren't expecting to see any doggies at all, but here we were, first drift, greeted with our old friends.
We just saw doggies first stream, that's crazy!
I wasn't expecting that. Hello, fuck him.
Of course, Michael was on a roll, and before we knew it, he had shot a mackerel as well.
did you see? Jobby? Yeah, right.
It was right here that we got swarmed by jellyfish, and with no hood my neck was getting absolutely smashed, so I was just about to get out when we spotted more doggies, and at the expense of my neck we decided to stay in just a little bit longer. Michael shot this surgeonfish to try and bring the doggies back, but that's when it started to get a little bit hectic. I think just about every shark in Samoa turned up, and they were doing their best to outmaneuver us and take our catch. We definitely pushed our luck here a lot. And when the boat finally arrived, after much yelling and screaming, we decided to just call it and head back into the shallower reef to chase some small reef fish for Foki.
Many Maleo. Lots of sharks chasing them.
The seascape here in Samoa feels a lot like the Great Barrier Reef. The biggest difference though is the water clarity, and being in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, it's rare to have less than 20 metres of vis. It actually makes hunting a bit more challenging as the fish spot you from further away and your spear can fall short until you've really dialed in your range. During our time living here, we'd spent months exploring these islands, and they're just such an epic backdrop to this beautiful dive spot. It'll never get old being out here, and it just feels so good to come back to this place we once called home that we shared with a bunch of our closest friends. And just everywhere we look, there are super fun memories, and to be able to relive them with a bunch of those same close friends yet again is such a treat, and just something I'm super grateful to be able to do.
Good day, Michael.
So good. So good to be back. Paradise.
And time to leave.
And yeah, I'm to leave. Leave content.
Huh?
Leave content.
Malo Foki. Malo Lava. She's like, thank you for returning me to land so I stopped spewing.
Yeah, so I didn't vomit anywhere on the boat, all in the water.
Oh my gosh. Strong man. Samoan muscle.
Surgeon fish, unicorn surgeon fish, dogtooth tuna, Spanish mackerel they call it.
What was the rusty jobfish?
Halucina.
Halucina.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you get me? How do you say takeaway?
Takeaway, ave.
Ave. Oh, okay. So tangi ave.
Ave tangi.
Ave tangi. It's your baby.
Thank you.
Oh, there's a car.
Thank you.
It does look like a little baby. Sit on it.
Can't really get it. Copping a hook to the face.
What an absolute legend.
The boot.
That was a crazy little day out with Foki, wasn't it? We weren't expecting much. We saw doggies, we saw mackerel, heaps of reef fish. All I got was stung many times. My neck is an absolute war zone. But yeah, awesome. So much fun.
Rough in the morning.
It was rough, hey, yeah.
I gave some burley.
Yeah, it was all you. It was all you.
Yeah, you made the sacrifices.
Wouldn't have got any of those doggies without that burley.
I think the local girls have taken a liking to Michael. He's got a full crowd around him washing the gear. Hi. You have an audience, Michael? Yeah. Huh?
Swinging the guns around.
I saw a gun going, wow. Good day?
Oh, so good. This holiday's just been like perfect. I was worried that coming back would be like, oh, we shouldn't have ruined the memory of it.
Yeah.
Just as good as I remember.
No, it's awesome. Everyone's so friendly and nice, and yeah.
And I think Cumming would know. I didn't come here saying, I've got to get a big doggy, I got to get this, I want to get that. I just like, come, go for a dive, whatever happens, happens.
We didn't even think we'd see doggies.
I know.
We saw them the
So that was
first
a
drift
huge, so everything was just a huge bonus.
in our favourite little doggy spot that took us a year to find.
And that little reef spot at the end there was just
Yeah, it was
unreal.
awesome.
Just every species under the sun. But anyway, very good. Jess chose the steamer. She thought it was going to be hot. It is hot, but yeah, the one thing you don't get is any protection of the neck and the head, and she copped it.
Copped it. But even my face copped a beating today. My lips all swollen. But besides that, like, it was actually really close to getting out at one point because it was the stingers were that bad in there. But yeah, this has been sick all day. It's been perfect. Having all our friends here again and meeting all our local friends again, and like they're all like alive and well and healthy, and like Foki's house burnt down. That's pretty hectic, but like he's rebuilt because they're so good at doing that here, from tsunamis and cyclones and all that sort of stuff that they're exposed to here. But yeah, it's spewing. I missed that mackerel today. That would have just been like,
So there was
cherry
two,
on
was
top.
there?
Some days chickens, some days feathers. And then they've actually put the fish in the fridge for us here, so we can come into the kitchen later and cut it up, and we'll probably do sushi plate or something in the afternoon when everyone gets back. And we'll put the frame on the Umu tomorrow, I reckon.
Oh, just doing a bit of filleting in the hot kitchen.
It's very warm in here. What a doggy. They're rehearsing for tonight.
Most Saturday nights in Samoan resorts are Siva Afi nights, and while it might seem a little bit touristy, it's a great way to see the traditional Samoan dance. And yes, these dances are still performed at almost every special occasion, like weddings, Independence Day, government functions and whatnot. So it's a great way to support the local dance groups, and is always a lot of fun, a lot of the time at our own expense.
So Sunday is a day of rest in Samoa, and today on Sunday you have a tu'unai, which is the Sunday lunch, and they prepare it all day. Basically most of the family go to church, and then a couple of the guys will stay back and prepare the big feast. So we are just joining the resort owner's family to prepare the umu. It's a fire and then they put the lava rock on top. And it's not like a hangi where they dig it, they just leave it on the surface. And so they heat the lava rocks up and then you put the banana leaves down with the food and they wrap coconut in taro leaves and it's delicious, palasami. So we're just going to prepare that now. And we've also got the doggy frame, the tangi, which we're going to put on wrapped in banana leaves and just pick the meat off. So yeah, the yum. Saya Manuia.
Saya Manuia.
Oh my oi.
Manuia Fafitai. Oh my oi.
Yeah, Manuia.
Yeah.
Good stated. You want to taste that? Good. Iris loves the coconut. We haven't had this time.
Okay. Oh, okay. He's not even looking. What a show off.
Yeah, it's a tree. It's named Kawang. Yeah.
What is that, the leaves? Or
Yeah, it's the leaves. You hold it like this. Sorry.
Okay.
Hold it like this.
Like that?
Yeah.
And then twist.
Yeah.
Wow, good job.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Smoky. It's just
Holy moly!
I thought everyone was doing okay.
Guys. So yeah, we do this to put in here and then add the onions and the salt. And then we make it the balsami. For the salad.
Onion and salt.
Yeah, onion and salt.
That's a lot of taro.
You don't want to what?
So what just happened, Jess?
So the guy just walked past a big loin of fish and like usually everyone eats like mac tuna and things like that and I was like, that's a really nice looking fillet of fish. It kind of looks like doggy or mackerel. And I said, where'd you get the fish? He goes, oh, tourists got it out here yesterday. I was like, yeah, that was us. He goes, no, yours is in the fridge. I was like, yeah, but we left more with Foki. He's like, yeah, that's yours. We're eating our fish.
That's so funny.
Did you get that?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really nice. Did you catch your hand?
Spearfishing.
I thought you were using your hands to catch you.
No, well, kind of. Hands were involved.
And the shark.
Yeah, that's right. But that's right, it's too big.
Any new?
New. Yeah, but it's on the food.
How'd you go get it?
Hi.
Yeah, good one.
Marla.
Thank you.
Is this ua?
Wow.
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 Is it number 2?
Size two.
Size 2.
Yeah.
Size 2.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're the sickest time.
And then we put the lips in.
Oh, big one.
Yeah. This is a bomoli. Bomoli. It's a tree. Yeah. So this is called labai. In Samoa, it's a labai. Yeah.
Oh, it smells so good.
Yeah.
It smells spinach. You eat that green stuff?
Yeah. Oh no.
No, just take it out.
Yeah, we take it out.
Do you do this every Sunday?
Yeah, we do.
They have like 10
Yeah.
of them.
Every Sunday, that's your job?
Yeah, every Sunday.
What about church?
Yeah, that's the sad thing. Yes, we do this for you guys. Every Sunday we do a tonga.
You go every other day.
Yeah, every day we pray, but Sunday we're not going to church.
Do you swap and cook? Who takes turns cooking, or you guys every week?
They're the same.
Same.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only us.
You guys are good at it.
Yeah.
Michael's favourite. Freshwater wash, Michael. Fish. Eat up.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mama, keep your shit on shoot.
for the dog.
Yeah.
Salt bait.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
How's the heat in there? Look at it.
Yeah. Real Samoan girl.
Pig in
Yeah,
prison.
This is good. Good one.
Cover all the fish.
How long do you cook for?
1 hour or half hour.
Yeah.
Half an hour, that's it.
It's a Samoan half an hour.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
The work is really hard.
Yeah.
After sealing the umu with a heap of banana and taro leaves, we stepped back and let it soak up the rich, smoky aroma of all the leaves. Being a devout Christian country, Sunday in Samoa is a mandated day of rest. At first we dreaded it, losing half our weekend meant no diving on Sundays, but we learnt to love it pretty quickly. You slow down, spend time with friends and family, and learn to enjoy the day without the usual guilt of not cramming in outdoor activities. It's certainly a different kind of weekend, and one that we really came to appreciate after a year in Samoa.
This one is still small.
Still green?
Yeah, it's still green.
Yeah, but it's just when it's green and big size.
Yeah.
And do you flick it or something?
Yeah, flick it to here. So
What does it sound like? Like full or empty? Or what do you know? I don't know. Can't explain it.
The sound.
Make the sound.
Because they're like. Second one.
Okay, so we're back from the
We're diving
Umu.
at the Navy base.
We're gonna go for a swim, and then they bring the food down later and serve it for lunch. But I thought I would show you around our little Fale here. Super cute. This is the Tafua Fale, so usually we sleep in the open Fales, but because we don't have a rental car and we've got heaps of camera gear and stuff, we thought we'd just get this one. It's actually super cute, all the gear hanging up, and alright, this is the traditional thatched roof Fale mosquito net, which we have not used. There's no mosquitoes here at the moment, and it cuts all the breeze out, so we only use it if we need to. But pretty amazing to wake up with a view like that.
You guys.
Love this Fale, it's very good. We usually get the open Fales.
Cut.
Alright, let's go. We're gonna go for a swim before Umu's ready. My speed dealer, the guy who works here, said that I look like a drug dealer with these sunnies on because I broke mine, so I'm wearing Michael's. Alright, let's go for a swim.
I thank the Lord for giving us this beautiful day in the digital life. And I bless His given His very food for us. And this is good.
Talk about the
Dog.
What
Oh,
happened?
here's the doggy here. There we go. Oh, thank you.
Wings.
Oh, and the cheeks. So that's mackerel that we saw them putting in the umu. I'm like, that's a funny fillet. What's that? And they go, yeah, some tourist shot it yesterday. And I was like, yeah. I heard he was good looking. It's like been cooked for ages, but it just tastes like pork, like smoky. It just tastes like smoked pork.
It was in the umu with the pork, with the pig.
It's so smoky. It's nice.
Delicious meal.
As our time here in Samoa came to an end, we made our way back to the capital of Apia to try and catch up with some old colleagues. This is not the easiest of tasks in Samoa. As I mentioned earlier, this place runs on island time, and organising anything as a Palangi can be pretty impossible sometimes.
Coconut stock.
It's a second coconut. Hold on.
Thank you.
Back to my old workplace. So this is the Ministry of Education where I used to work. So weird being back.
Will they be here though?
Yeah, I don't
Pretty
know.
late.
They said they were here, but it's 2 o'clock, and that's, well, you're not meant to clock off till 5, but island time is long lunch, early leaves, late starts. So it's a bit of a gamble. This is my old office. Is Keki here? Right? Is she here?
Yeah, still recording.
One person that, the 2 people I came to see, one's gone home and the other one is on leave today.
You know, she said she would be here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, well, we'll go see the 3rd one. Maybe she's here. I did really try to organise something, and they were like, no, just come in, we'll be here, all here on Monday. And I was like, very suspicious. Are you here? No.
No.
How are you?
Me?
She's gone. Hey! Looks sexy. No collar. It looks blonde.
Well, found someone in the end.
1 out of 3, that's a pretty good success rate. And I said she needs to put another application in so I can come work here again. She's like, oh, yes, I will. Nah, it's so good to see everyone though. Well, one person.
Not much has changed though.
No, not much.
Yeah, we were a bit worried that it would ruin the memory of, because we had such a good time here, but it's been pretty bloody awesome.
And it's actually really cool. So one of the main jobs that when we were here was to get a TV show up and running once a week, and it's still going, so that's pretty cool. I don't think it's weekly, but look, we'll take fortnightly, monthly, whatever, as long as it's still running. Very cool to hear. Anyway, I think we're gonna go for a tour around town, see what's changed, check out the buses, fish markets maybe, and get a cold coconut. And all the cars are imported from Japan here,
obviously.
so you get quirky little messages like that. Alright, let's go, Fale.
Look out for the
Oh no, that's the TV station. We used to take our show down each week, and like in Australia you would literally do that like so far in advance, weeks, months. And here we would literally go down like 10 minutes before it broadcast. Like, they wouldn't even watch it. They would just plug it in and hit play and broadcast our episode to the entire nation of Samoa. It's pretty funny, pretty ballsy really.
just on a USB, so all riding on one USB stick.
Everything. So funny. And I was like, what happens if we miss it? And they're like, oh, they just play it next week. So we used to live off coconuts here in Samoa. It's become a bit of a joke that we couldn't get any at the resort we're at, and we decided that we need to fix it, so we can get some 5 tala. Oh my god. $3. What?
3.
Excited. This is the best thing about Samoa. Drive through coconuts. Look.
Don't stay in the car. Malo.
Oh, well, what an amazing time we've had here the last week. We've crammed so much into a week, caught up with all our local friends,
It's been
our
funny.
volunteer friends.
We haven't done anything new. We just visited all the old haunts and did everything we knew. Still awesome. Still the same old place. Few new buildings, a little bit more expensive, but
not
unreal.
much has changed. Everyone warned us, like, so much has changed in Samoa. It's going to be so different, but it's exactly the same.
No,
It's hardly changed.
Came with low expectations and just every single one got exceeded. So
yeah, we got to see our old house. We got to catch up with our old friends. We saw the neighbourhood. We've just spent the day in Apia hanging around. We're down at Upolu Deep now, just about to have a swim. And
one final dinner before we fly out. So
I'm going back with a hectic stinger collar from wearing a steamer suit.
But anyway, thanks so much for joining us on our Samoa series. We will be back on the boat shortly.
Yeah. Give us a comment below, like the video, tell us what you liked and didn't like about this one. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll see you back on the boat next episode.
Cool.
Fa so fua.
Bye.
We hope you get to experience this beautiful country for yourself one day. As always, a huge thank you to our current patrons for your ongoing support. Also, if you're keen on grabbing some Popao merch, check out sailingpopao.com. Cheers.